One of the most immediately recognizable things about my work is the loose touch or brushwork. So how did I get my loose touch? Since I've been sharing my work more, either hanging it at shows or sending it to friends around the world, a question I've been asked is, how did I get my loose touch? The short answer is, I got my loose touch by doing all of the work for my MFA program with my left hand, my non-dominant hand. Over the course of 2 years, at least 250 paintings, I'd say I painted roughly 90% of that with my left hand. So not every single painting, but I got a lot of practice with it. I did it so I wouldn't overthink my process. I wanted to mute the voices inside my head that would try and calculate and measure their way through my painting. I wanted to remove myself from any notion of right or wrong or any need to validate myself with my work. Any need to sort of prove that I was good at painting went right out the window because I was working with my left hand and I had no finesse, no manual dexterity with it at all. It was interesting. Honestly, every stroke was a miracle in a way. I would try and get the general gist or direction of the stroke that I needed, but I was never really sure what was going to come out of my brush. And that taught me to accept whatever did come out of my brush and adapt and keep working with it. With practice, my left hand developed its own vocabulary in a way, which I gained confidence with and then could manipulate and adjust how wild I wanted to be with it. In sum, by trying to do something that's impossible, I was free from any pressure to prove that I was good at it or be correct. I was really free to just play and experiment and discover something fresh. If you paint or draw, I think it's worth a try working with your non-dominant hand, and I would love to hear and know what you discover or what you learn from it. It will definitely feel silly at first, and you may think, what's the point of doing all this? I'm not making real work. But I'd like for you to remember that it's not always about what you're making on your surface. What you're changing inside of yourself is just as important. So if by doing this as an exercise, you are able to devote greater attention to your vision, or you become more aware of any judgmental voices that may be inside your head, that's not insignificant. That you can learn a lot from having that awareness and apply it to other things when the time is right. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and until next time, peace and happy painting.